the Republican National Convention. Tell me your name and where you're from.
Well, I'm John.
Hello, John.
I'm from Cleveland. Actually, the South Side. I'm a product manager.
Product manager.
At a Fortune 200 company. I've been a Republican all my life. And so I thought I'd take a few days off work and come down here and express my concern.
So my name is Lester Spence. I live right outside of Baltimore, but I'm from Detroit.
And what is your profession?
I'm a political scientist.
My name is Alicia. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm actually just a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 sons at home. My husband works, so I stay home.
So did you drive here, fly here?
We drove here, yes.
Oh wow, how long did it take?
It took us about 20 hours.
Woo, okay, that's dedication.
That's okay, America.
My name is Satinder Paul Singh Puri. I'm coming from the west side of Cleveland. Okay, I'm a retired structural engineer. I'm a volunteer teacher at a local school. I've been teaching for the past 12 years. I teach first grade science, second grade math, advanced math, engineering, and also very active. I'm an activist, always fighting for social issues and for justice in the city of Cleveland.
My name is Abby Wessels. I'm from Toledo, Ohio.
I'm Brian McAuliffe, and I'm from San Marcos, Texas. I'm a financial advisor.
Eileen Hamilton. And you were born and raised in Cleveland? Correct. What's your name?
George.
Are you from Cleveland?
Born and raised. I'm Adam. Brianna. We're coming from Kalamazoo, Michigan. She works as a cashier, and I work as I'm the owner of a pizza place.
My name is Tom Devine. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm an attorney.
And how long did it take you to drive?
2 days.
My name is Tommy Hecker, and I come from Columbus, Ohio.
My name is Michael. From Washington State.
My name is Karen Goldsman. I live here in Cleveland. I'm a tailor.
My name is Rod Weber, and I'm coming from Baton Rouge, but I'm a Boston resident.
I live in Cleveland.
You live in Cleveland, okay.
Just came down to see the fun.
Turn away from your sin.
Go back to King of the Hill. So, what is your name and how old are you?
My name is Renan Steiger, and I'm 16 years old. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
The world knows who you are here, but tell us who you are, where you're coming from, and why you're here.
My name is Vermin Supreme. I'm running for President of America. I'm a friendly fascist. I'm a tyrant that you can't trust, and you should let me run your life because I know what is best for you. My platform planks are simply this: mandatory toothbrushing laws, zombie preparedness, time travel research, and free ponies for all Americans. It is a federal pony identification system. You must have your pony with you at all times. Thank you.
And how did you get involved in politics? What was the catalyst, the spark?
Richard Nixon and I have the same birthday.
Oh, okay.
I found out when I was 10 years old, and this is back when he hadn't fallen from grace, that he and I had the same birthday. So I sent him a birthday card, and he replied back.
Okay.
And since then, this kind of swayed me in my thinking.
Okay, very recent, I basically have been apolitical, and I started fighting for issues in our local community starting in 2010. There was a historic school that they wanted to destroy, John Marshall High School. I wanted to save this school, so I started activism.
So because my dad was a union guy, he was actually involved in black nationalist politics when he was younger. That was just kind of sort of the air I breathed.
At one point I was a Democrat, and then, actually it was McGovern in '68 that made me realize the Democrat Party was on the wrong path. It's only gotten a lot worse since then.
I'm a social worker in Columbus, Ohio. I work in a psychiatric hospital, inner city kids, predominantly African American, and we see how underserved that population is on a daily basis.
So you got involved in politics as an adult, as a social worker?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, after my face was kind of shoved in the need that is there, and I don't think I could have not become involved doing what I do.
Well, I guess the reason why I'm paying attention as much as I do is because I was in the military, and I do have friends that served overseas. And while I'm not a combat veteran, it is personal that I went through training with a lot of these guys, and they're being sent over for reasons that aren't self-defense or not defense. They're more for helping various corporations, oil companies, whatnot, have greater control.
I'm Jewish. I believe that everyone, Muslims, Christians, Buddhists, Hindus, atheists, I think that everybody should be at peace. At the end of the day, you just have to love each other. You have to accept everybody's opinion. Because if you don't accept everybody's opinion, you end up like these guys.
I got involved in politics in probably 2011. I think it was combat veterans against the Iraqi war kind of woke me up and shook me out of my coma a little bit and brought got me, to research and do things more and to get involved.
So you weren't involved in politics as a kid?
Oh my God, no. I never voted. The first person I ever voted for was Ron Paul.
I actually got involved because I was very inspired by Occupy Wall Street in New York City 5 years ago. So for me, I was just thinking, I don't have access, I don't have a lot of money, but I want to have a voice in political discourse. And so kind of this sort of costuming and political protest with performance is a way for me to kind of get in the media and for me to kind of get my voice heard.
My husband tried to force me to say who I was going to vote for, and I know I would be punished if I told him. It's a secret ballot, and I got very involved after that.
Honestly, I just was doing research and stuff like that into different things, and just came across some different people in the liberty movement and stuff like that, and started watching YouTube videos, going to Drudge Report or different websites and reading articles every day and stuff like that. And I think that a lot of young people need to get more involved if we want to try to make some change in the country. So
coming out as a trans woman was very it was almost necessary to have a voice, and I was going to school for education at the time, and I realized that there are a lot of people out there that don't know a ton about LGBT or queer issues, and I found a drive to get out and teach people about that and to put myself into the circle. I've never fancied myself as an activist, more of an educator, but there's some things that have come up that are very important to me, and I think it's important for me to be here.
My husband and I follow politics like some people follow sports.
Since you were kids?
No, well, we've been together since 1976, so yeah, since we were kids.
So what brings you to the RNC?
Standing for Donald Trump.
Trump brings me here.
Came up here with my buddy Steve, and I think our big thing here is that we want people to know that there are a lot of people that aren't just okay with what's happening in here, because I think the international community thinks that we just kind of accepted this as our future, and we haven't.
Capitalism is what has given us the highest standard of living. It's the best way to get people out of poverty, and there's been so much surge of enthusiasm for socialism and towards more communist type of policies, bigger government, and it's really important more than ever that we actually try to spread the word of where did your cell phone come from, where did Starbucks come from.
And very little, nothing in common with our Republican friends. However, I believe they have come to our city as guests and they should be welcomed as such. So this sign has been carried all over Cleveland for the last 6 days and has been seen by thousands of delegates to let them know that Cleveland is a very gracious city and they are welcome to come here and conduct their business, and we want to wish them all the best.
I'm here today because of Islam. Sharia is, and the Constitution of the United States cannot coexist. If you have Sharia, you don't have a Constitution. You have a Constitution, you don't have Sharia.
I'm here because I actually had like a book event that was kind of a counter event to the demonstration.
And tell us about your book.
It's Knocking the Hustle Against the Neoliberal Turn in Black Politics. It basically examines kind of neoliberalization, but looks at its effects on black politics specifically. Some people are kind of writing about it from an activist standpoint. Some people writing about it kind of an intellectual standpoint. But both sets kind of ignore. A, they ignore the racial politics involved in a neoliberal turn, but B, they ignore how this dynamic specifically affects marginalized communities of color.
Well, I go to a lot of rallies and protests, nearly 200 in the course of a year, and I'm just trying to help keep the peace, to try to de-escalate, try to help the police officers do a better job so they're not harmed, no one harms them, no one harms each other, because it works both ways.
And the reason why we came to the RNC is to lift up the name of Jesus Christ and make him known. Oh, well, we preach the gospel, public proclamation, and also we have signs as well.
Christ. Folks, the Bible says that a worldly soul causes death, but a godly
to see what people got to say, and to listen to find so I can learn. Like I'm young now, I just want to learn. Just came out here just to hear what we gotta say, and I'm listening to people gotta say some of this stuff don't make no sense at all.
Generally speaking, the alt-right is critical of American foreign policy. We're critical of mainstream conservatives. We might very well have a lot more in common with the left than we do with the so-called right. But the fact is, the Republican Party with Trump, it's changing. Conservatism's dying. We're the future. Conservatives are not the future. We are.
I'm here mainly to make sure that the platform stayed true to conservative values and to pro-life values.
Well, we wanted to get here down on the front lines and see exactly what's going on in our country firsthand instead of, sitting at home and watching it as a spectator.
We know your name. We know you're from Cleveland. Why are you at the Republican National Convention? So you don't love Donald Trump? You think that he's pro-cat and anti-dog? You need to go piddle? Is that a political action?
I'm supporting the Jewish Voices for Peace regarding Palestinian human rights, Cleveland Peace Action, Cleveland Nonviolence League, and the Unitarian Universalist Justice for the Middle East. Protest is futile. I'm here to support the people I believe in.
So you're out here today selling
flags,
posters, flags, calendars, Donald Trump paraphernalia.
Yeah, it's all about dead presidents. I'm not interested in live presidents. I only love dead presidents. That's it.
What brings you to the RNC today? Stand up to dumbasses like those. Who are these people?
These are from the Westboro Baptist Church. My sign says, threat speech is not protected by the First Amendment.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Fuck that guy! Fuck that guy! Fuck that guy! Fuck that guy! Fuck that guy!
Trump! Trump! Fuck you too! All lives matter!